Okay, I think that might be it. Let's see. Gathering information. Leo, what have you done? Is this the real Noah? Database updated. Emergency protocol initiated. Threats detected. Neutralization process in progress. What's happening? You must be stopped, Gideon. I am now taking over your teleportation device. No! I hate you, Noah. I hate you both. What have you done with him? Did you... I cannot kill a human being. He has been taken care of. And now what? You said threats detected. Plural. What does that mean? After analyzing the situation 24,129 times since you reactivated me, I consider myself a threat to the people of Alberin. Therefore, LUNARK must now leave. Wait, I don't want to go anywhere. Where are you sending us? To Earth. Oh my god, is LUNARK really leaving? Glad we're all safe and sound here. Except for Leo. He's still up there. Poor guy. A real hero. By the way, has anyone seen Farah? I saw her heading back to the Mockingbird. Oh look! Here she is! Man, 50 minutes. That was not even including how long I spent on the fight in the end of the last stream. But yeah, 50 minutes for that last boss. that was tough. Yeah, I had a feeling that there was a lot of Kickstarter backers. There's a lot of little, not Easter eggs, but just kind of things in the game that are definitely seem to be dedicated to people who help fund it. So, yeah, see, like, there's some characters' names too. Nick Wozniak over Kusia, who show up in the actual game. Arable, another one. I don't remember Fart Ripple. I do not remember Fart Ripple. So. Braddock sounds familiar. Joe, because who can forget about Joe? Let's see. I mean, I think my favorite name so far has been Fart Ripple. Pixel Smell, that's good. And Francois Suzoni just sounds very sophisticated. Dr. Popular sounds kind of interesting. I would like to know Dr. Popular. Okay, that one's pretty good. Stephen Nicholas Vistoft Nielsen. That's a hell of a name. Oh, I gotta wake my thing up. It's... No, don't go to sleep on me. Man, it really goes to like how much people enjoyed this style of game that it has this many backers. I mean, stylistically, this game is pretty... I'll talk about it at the end of this, but I mean, it's, yeah, this stylistically, this thing's like right on the bullseye. Okay, that's a good one. Jop. I like Jop. That's solid. Vile lasagna. That's intense. That must be really bad lasagna. Or just very devious lasagna. The Collector, that's kind of a mysterious edge to it. I kind of like that. It's not like immediately jokey, it's just sort of scary sounding. Kenny Nunez, who wants you to know that they also go by Awesome Panda 23. So there's that. There are a lot of pandas, so that's... He's definitely not the only one. They're definitely not the only one. There's Antoine Sleeping Panda Guiedes. One man, one game, huh? That sounds like an actual Twitch channel. I feel like I've heard of that. Like, if I remember right, that's kind of like someone who does... There's someone by that name who does something similar to what I'm trying to do here. But they actually are dedicated to beating every game, which I'm not 100% that dedicated. Unless they're good, and this one was good. So, because they're not all good. Dad's Indie Studio. Okay, that's... Nox Ray, I think... If I know my Latin right, that means Night King, which I put that with like the collector in the tier of cool, kind of scary names. This is my favorite. I think this is probably my favorite song on the soundtrack. It's got this like weird, spooky techno vibe to it. Nidoking, which is a Pokemon, so that's if I remember right. My brother would have to back me up on that one. I think this has been almost 10 minutes now. Like, this is, they definitely gave everyone their due on the credits. And I have no idea when it's gonna end. And credit to the game, they do let you speed through it, so, I am philosophically opposed to the idea of rushing through the credits, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to sit here through the whole thing and wait to talk about the game until after that. So, yeah. I guess I could talk more about that last boss fight, but all I'll say is I think it was a good idea to come back and not have the mic on. Because there was just nothing, there was no positive commentary that was going to come out for me while I was working through that. And that might be a thing in the future, is like, this is not going to be this game was for the most part not that, the right, in my opinion, balance of difficulty. Like, I wasn't bothered by how often you die in the game. I thought it was actually kind of amusing. That last boss fight was difficult. But I'll talk about that more later. So, yeah. I've got thoughts, but yeah. Chop chop, so that's a good one. Chop chop dig dig. Rusty. A lot of these are just people's names, which I'm definitely not gonna make fun of people's names. I say that, and then who knows? Maybe someone's actual name is Chop Chop Dig Dig. You never know. Old Sandbag. Who can forget old Sandbag? Living Crayon. Okay. I wonder what, if you ask them to choose a color, which one would they choose? Incubator Games, like, guessing that's an actual game company. Squidimus? Bagel Knight. Cthulhu. Oh, it's interesting because it's definitely like, right, it's like Cthulhu, but Cthulhu, but I don't understand why. That's Cheezopath. That's pretty solid. Raptor Bricks. I don't understand it, but that's it sounds good. It rolls off the tongue really well. Errol Sack of Hammers Loba might actually take the top spot for my favorite one so far. There's just something about that name with Sack of Hammers as their nickname. It just rolls off the tongue. Yeah, I think that one's probably my favorite right now. Limond. Interesting. One 195-479 6132. I really hope that's not someone's actual telephone number. That would, I mean, like, could you imagine if they just punched that in on accident? Or like Chrome browser filled that in the name part of the donation, and now their telephone number is available to anyone who buys this game. I mean, it's a $20 game, so it's not like it's quite as easy as just being out there free on the internet, but yeah. Let's see. X. That's another one of those mysterious ones. The Uncannied. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. Owl Eyewear. Yeah. This isn't an owl positive stream. Fox and Crow. That sounds like a cool, like British pub that you'd want to go to. If I was in England, I'd want to drop into the Chrome pub. Maybe. Depends what part of like London I was in. Alfred's Hamster. I apologize if that's someone's actual name, but Skivwithy, Cal Buzzclick Scoother, Old Dirty Defty. Oh, trying to go to sleep on me again. I don't know why. It's only been 15 minutes? 20 minutes now of backers. Let's see. Kyripi. Yeah, I haven't seen any. Oh, there's a good Admiral Potato, right above Tubular. That would be perfect if it was Admiral Potato and Lieutenant Tubular underneath them. Cytronic Software. Who are they? I'm gonna look this up because it's been 20 minutes. So this is Cytronic. Oh, they've got 10 C64 titles. I don't even know what a C64 is. Retro computing. Are there people who make software just for... Welcome to the official Cytronic software label devoted to releasing new games for classic computer systems. We pride ourselves on publishing quality releases for retro computer systems presented in high quality packaging. So what's a C64? Commodore 64, okay. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know there were people who could still develop games for old systems, computer systems. I thought it would have just been emulation at best, but and maybe it is. I don't understand how it all works. Obi-Wan Shinobi. Yep. Oh, well, okay, this one's definitely the longest name that's been there. Aaron Philip Martin Nicholas Taylor. It's like it's 5 names, right? Which none of which individually are particularly long or unusual. Very, very typical names. So that's the longest one. My favorite so far has been Bag of Hammers. If it had been Admiral Potato with Lieutenant Tubular or something along those lines, I think I probably would have, that would have been my favorite, but came up just a little short. Grad insert tokens, Toker. Okay, I just like that name. It's very appropriate. Star Goose, I'm inclined. It's not an owl positive stream, but it is a goose positive stream. So Alright, I'm gonna look up more about this developer because we're at the 22-minute mark. I don't remember when these credits started rolling, but I think we're probably gonna get through the entire playlist of the game at least once before this is over. So, oh, next level banana. Okay. So I let myself like read a little bit about the developer and stuff while I'm working my way through these games, but I also hold off a little bit because I don't want it to bias my experience of it. But now that I'm done, I'm kind of looking at Way Forward games. I believe it's they're the ones who published it. Yeah, the ratings are all really high, which I agree with. Canary Games, published by Way Forward, okay. Okay, it sounds like okay, they're Montreal. Their founder is Johan Vinay. And it sounds like they do a lot of work with the other studios, so which makes sense. They're a small team, so and this is their first and only game. Yeah, because they do game assets, and then LUNARK is their first game, so that's awesome. I had to step away for a second there. Life stuff. It's like there's no alphabetical order to it, so it's like you can't tell how far along you are. It's okay. We'll get there when we get there. I guess I could take a look at my see how many achievements I actually got, because I was gonna say I don't think I'm gonna go back and try and 58%. That's not only 565 gamer score on the first run through, which we'll look at some of the stuff that I missed. A lot of secret locations I didn't get. There's definitely some really easy. One of the ones on True Achievements, it says it's a story mission, but I think that's pretty obviously not true because I finished the game. The gun specs, we didn't do that. That one I knew because there's some puzzles I just couldn't figure out. One I think I could have, but I forgot. I know one of them is very difficult to get. The Invisible Man is the hardest one. By the ratio. Oh, wait, hold on. Is Lionel Caviccioli the final person? I think that might be it. Well then. LUNARK, there it is. I don't think I'm going to get an achievement for sitting through that one. I just do it because that's how I do things. So, oh, we're not done yet. Lucchesi. Daniel Lucchesi. I like that. Tyrannical Overlord, Voldy Way. looping on me again. Alright, we are, man, 40 minutes into the credits. I think that's the longest I've seen so far. Wait, what? Oh boy. Okay, I didn't really... Oh, there's Kickstarter backers too. Wait, hold on. Does it just go in a loop? Yeah, I think it's just a loop. That's why. Yeah, Shramper. I remember Shramper. Okay, so it doesn't actually ever end, right? Let's just keep playing it. Yeah, there's Sack of Hammers, Lobo. Okay, well there we can just safely end that. Okay, so I watched the credits, the non-Kickstarter credits twice, but I was just like, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'd already seen that, but I wasn't gonna say anything about it. This game uses an autosave feature. So anyways, there we go. That's LUNARK. Like I said, I don't feel myself coming back and doing the achievements, like an achievement run after this one. I don't think it would be super hard. I don't know if there'd be enough I'd enjoy. It would just be basically me have a guide open on my left side, and then I don't think I would 100% it, because one of the ones you have to you basically have to beat the entire level without getting seen by a guard, and if based on the way this game works, like if you get seen by a guard, you got to restart the whole thing, which could be like 40 minutes into it. So I'm not that hardcore. I don't go after those kinds of achievements. A lot of them are pretty straightforward, so I could pick up a lot of easy gamer score if I wanted to go back and do it, and maybe I'll do that off stream, but on stream I don't think I'm going to do that, just because I don't know, I'm kind of curious what other game is out there. I think this ended up coming up at about like 7 hours, with about an hour going to that last boss fight. So it's a pretty solid game. I mean, for like, I think $20 is appropriate for it. I feel like your mileage might vary, but I mean, like, I don't mind paying that much for a game, because it supports indie developers and it's a good one. So, like, I think I like the art is obviously like right on the money. It's definitely a passion project. There's a lot of love that went into this game, and I appreciate that a lot. So, the music and like the art style, like the world that they built, is all very cool. Like, I think one of my favorite things was that like club dance scene at the end there. Like, even the achievements, like that kind of quirky sense of humor was really good. So There's just a lot of things I really like about the game, and including the gameplay, which is, you know, like very old school, simple. There's like really, when it comes down to it, like maybe four buttons that you're pressing for the most part, or like three or four buttons. The It can get, the difficulty can kind of spike pretty suddenly. That's the only part that I didn't really like too much, is that the controls are slow, and to respond, and I know that's intentional. There's like no way that it couldn't be intentional. And again, it's meant to be like kind of a challenge, like old school games. But yeah, it can be a little trial and error, like, you know, where you get really deep into these long boss fights, right? And then like a new mechanic pops up, and you don't really know. There's not a big clue on like what you're supposed to do necessarily, or if you're doing the right thing. Those parts can be a little bit frustrating, but it was the only thing really. And like I will say, is like when you did get through those, it was a really good feeling of relief. So and like I enjoyed it, so I feel it provided enough a challenge where I can definitely feel like this is, you know, a game that I have underneath my belt. So, and as it happens, it's the first one on what I want to be a whole series of games that I pick up from the Xbox Marketplace randomly, like using a system I have to just kind of pick them out of a hat, basically. And so I didn't know anything. I'd never heard of this game beforehand, and it's a pretty damn good one to start with. So, yeah, I'd say like 4 out of 5, and I'm not the person, like I would say most games I play are like threes, and this one is definitely a four. Like it stands out, and I'm looking forward to whatever is the next thing that the person who made this comes up with. So, they obviously love that retro Prince of Persia. I guess Prince of Persia is what they're saying. I've never played that game, so the old school one, um, but yeah, they took an idea and they went with it, and I think that's freaking awesome. So, but yeah, with that, that'll be it for the LUNARK stream, and then I got some more stuff to plan out, pick a new game, and then download it, and then probably tomorrow when I stream at 3, it should be a new game, I think. So we'll see. But anyways, until then, for anyone watching, thanks for checking it out. And seeing if you somehow sat all the way through those credits. I'm gonna get these up on YouTube pretty soon. And then, like I said, I'll be on the next one. So have a good night, everyone. Cheers.